Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down coming up.
Let's go.
From the shotgun. Throws the pass. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. And now that we have a moment, here's a look at the Broncos offense. A coach's dream a week ago as this team never turned over the football once. The Broncos have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down.
Let's go.
3rd and 3. And the reception by Anderson. Anderson's tackled down at the 31.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Takes it from the gun. And incomplete as Brown can't hold on. Here's how the Vikings defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. At the 31, here we go. The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Broncos come out in a bunch set.
Let's go.
The Broncos snap it at the 31. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, but it's 3rd and long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line. The Vikings with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 3rd and 10. No room to complete that one.
The Broncos really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
48-yard field goal try on the way. The Broncos had a 4th down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a time. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. The Vikings bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Here's a look at the Vikings offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions.
Let's go.
2nd down and 7. He'll throw it over the middle. That picks up 7. That's his first reception today.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it, and the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the first down.
Hill's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Johnson with the grab.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down, now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Press coverage all the way. Peterson, solo, back set. Peterson. Miller's the one who made the big stop.
Vikings running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 12. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Loss of a couple that time. The Vikings defense, what a fourth down stop that was on the last series.
Oh, man, it was a really good stop. It was a great call from the defensive coordinator, and the defense took advantage of that call and stopped them on fourth down.
First down at the 21. Unbelievable grab. Gains 18. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
First down on the way. First down here after the completion.
Let's go.
Anderson's got it on the handle. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Back here, ready to start the second quarter. And a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think it's going to – we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. Looking across the middle, and that'll probably go as a drop.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The offense needs 6 yards here on third down after that incompletion. 3rd and 6 coming up. They'll go shotgun here. It's caught by Hillman.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10.
The Vikings, I have to wonder, where are they going to be mentally after that last drive when they were moving the football only to give it away on an interception? How are they going to be out there on this possession?
Well, I think it's tough. I really do, Jim. You know, nowadays, quarterbacks, it seems like all we judge them on, do they throw interceptions or not? And once you throw one, it's out there. You've got to get over that mental block, and you've got to keep playing hard and aggressive football. That's the only way you can have success.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Second down and 6. Here's Rudolph. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Anytime you have a play-action pass as a quarterback, make sure you sell that fake and then look up, find that coverage, decide where to throw the football. That was a nice job that time.
From the gun. It's intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Broncos didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy.
The football is at the 38.
Get ready.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 or 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Let's go.
Now 1st and 10. Throws the pass. Pass is intercepted.
There's a flag right there.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st down and 10. And the catch is made by Rudolph. Rudolph's taken down at the 18. 2nd down, even after the completion.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
Peterson's taking the handoff. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Peterson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with their backfield loaded up. 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, when you can run as fast as he can, every once in a while when they put those arms around you, that's not going to be enough. Good job of breaking that tackle.
Peterson lines up in the backfield. He'll throw it over the middle. And this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Well, there's a phrase we have for quarterbacks that get a little nervous in the pocket. We call it cabin fever. I think that's what happened that time. He got a little nervous. The throw was way off the mark.
The Vikings have it at the 34. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Peterson's trying to find a way to pick up that short yardage situation on 3rd down, but the defense does an outstanding job, on especially the defensive line. Nowhere to run and no 1st down.
He's got a chance for a return, and that's a gain of 9.
The Broncos will be trying to make something positive happen here, which hasn't been an easy thing for either offense to this point. Defense has been the story of the game so far, bringing this game down to a halt.
Boy, it's going to be hard to have success on the offensive side. Both defensive coordinators, they're on top of everything. It's like they know the plays that are being called on the offensive side. They're in the right defense, and they are taking advantage of some great situations.
He's hit as he throws it. Second down coming up. The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Demaryius Thomas with the grab. The Broncos have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Thomas has been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the plate...
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. The Broncos for the point after.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. His legs moving. He's brought to a halt. That return's good for about 22.
The Broncos have to be grateful that their defense has been so dominant today, and that's why they're right in the middle of this one.
Yeah, that's why they're in this game so far, Jim. It's good to see it, too, on the defensive side, but to play this way, to be so dominating and physical, good sign for their defense.
First down at the 19. Makes the reception. Stewart's there to make the stop. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there. Coming up, second down.
Let's go.
Just a quick drop back. Looking across the middle. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Johnson's unable to bring that pass in, Jim. He just took his eyes off the football. And when you do that, it's usually going to result in a drop. And those things happen. It's not a perfect game. You got to overcome adversity. I think this guy will do it. Next time it comes his way, he'll make the catch.
Now, looking at third down. The Vikings come to the line with a bunch set. Hill's got it in the gun. Throws the pass. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. They come to the line, and it's first down.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible. Johnson's going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. Then finally, you get open and call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. This offense is going to have to do some soul-searching at the half to see if they can figure out how to put some points on the board.
Boy, are they ever. They're going to do a lot of things at halftime because it was a terrible first half by the offense. I know the defense played well, but I just didn't like their plan of attack.
They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. The Vikings defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could, but, hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
First down with their backs to their own end zone. The Broncos come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. The pass fails to find the mark. Second down with the defense ready to pounce. It's a two tight end formation. Out of the gun. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Third down and trying to get out of here with their lives. The Broncos at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Broncos get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Catch made by Demaryius Thomas. The Broncos use another timeout here, and they have one left. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Two hands on the football and has the catch. The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The Vikings lined up in the nickel. Out of the shotgun. Sharif Floyd with the sack. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. The defense pushed the offense back with that sack, and now they'll need 15 yards on third down. He'll take the snap from the gun. Sanders has got it, and a first. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Snap it out of the gun. Sanders got it on a pass that had some heat. That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field. The Vikings defense finds themselves trailing here, Phil, but a stop right out of the box to start the second half could swing the momentum for their side.
It could, Jim. You know, at halftime when your team is losing, usually on the offensive side, they're going, okay, guys, let's do this and that. On the defensive side, it's all about yelling, give us more energy, play harder, be tougher. So that's what I expect from the defense right here.
Let's go.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. That's a gain of 7.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Let's go. Break 38. Break 38.
The Broncos from the 27. Anderson's met after a gain of 3. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. They're going to run it right.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
After running it, it's second down.
Let's go. Let's go. 38.
From the shotgun. Brown's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it.
The Broncos offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
Coming to the line at the 45.
First down following the long play. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Setting up now at the 45.
From the gun. He'll throw it over the middle.
And off the mark on that short throw.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
What a one-handed catch. And take a look at the numbers, and you can see the difference here, by and large, has come down to the passing attack.
It has. I think the coaches realized early the quarterback was hot. So what did they do? They kept giving him the football, and he kept moving it down the field.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Anderson's handed the football. That picks up 7. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
It's second down and 3. Gives it to him again. And he gains maybe 3.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. The Vikings defense lined up going with the 46 defense. And now here's the toss. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Play after play after play here on this drive. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. First and goal from the 3. Here's the quick toss. Powers his way across. Touchdown. They're not that far from closing this game out after that touchdown here mid-third quarter.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a dominant performance so far. That drive just set it off. They wanted to take it down the field, execute the plays. They did it, and the defense just let them have their way.
The Broncos for the point after. The point after is good. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Broncos defense, Phil, has been the story of this game.
Yeah, so few words. That's not like you. Usually it takes more words than that to describe what's going on. But you're right. They've been dominating physically, just getting it done. And if they keep this up, there's no way the other team's going to win.
On a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
First down at the 39. Looking to go deep. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. Peterson, solo back set. 2nd and 10. Could have been intercepted.
Well, Jim, now it's time. Even though it's 3rd and long, you can't be over there, playing it safe. That has not worked for you. Time to call a play, take a chance, and get that football down the field.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Makes the reception. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it's always a game of odds, isn't it, Jim? When you take situations like this, you're down by more than one score near midfield. The end of the game is coming near. I think this is where you take a chance. And the odds are on your side. If you go for it, you should be able to make it. I think this is a no-brainer. Go for it, Coach.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The Broncos could have asked for this 3rd quarter to have gone any better for them than it has so far, as they've just continued to do what they were doing in the first half, up and down the field.
Oh, man, they kept the pedal to the metal, man. They are letting it go. They're being aggressive, and they're trying to end this game right here.
Let's go. Front 38.
The Broncos have it at the 24. He's got a wide open alley. Gains 5. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Get ready.
The Broncos have it at the 29. Joseph's there that time for the tackle. It'll be 3rd down. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. Out of the shotgun formation. And it's in the hands of Emmanuel Sanders.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Anderson's going to secure the handoff. The Broncos will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th. 2nd down after going to the ground game the first play.
Get ready.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter for about 4. Third down. The Broncos all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Drop back, shotgun formation. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. That's his 6th catch of the day. The Broncos have come up with some big plays in the passing game. Sanders has been involved in so many of them, Phil.
Jim, you're right. He knows how to get open. He's one of the best in the NFL. He's got a great pair of hands, and what a day he is having so far.
Now 1st and 10. Anderson's going to take the handoff now. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Broncos snap it at the 36. Got a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. 2nd and 8 after the penalty. Outside now on the toss. Anderson's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
3rd down following the run. The Broncos need to get to the 34 for a 1st down. From the gun. Sanders got the catch and the 1st. Broncos continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Sanders has been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to a wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it. When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Anderson's got it on the handoff.
If you're running back in this league and you pick up 1st downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The long drive continues.
Get ready.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Midway through the 4th quarter. Now makes the move to the right. Picks up maybe 3.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Let's go.
The wide receiver in motion. To the ground. He's brought down. Marching down the field and taking their time. 3rd and 6. Sanders, touchdown, Denver. Sanders' 2nd touchdown of the game. That might have provided them with all the cushion they need to close this one out, Phil.
I think it did, Jim. This cushion is so big, if you and I were on the defensive side, I think we'd still be safe. That's how big it's gotten and how dominant a performance this has been by the team today.
The Broncos for the point after. makes the PAT. Sanders is probably ready to get right back on the field after that last drive, a drive in which he contributed over 40 yards receiving, helping the team score. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
They'll take it at the 20.
The Broncos defense has been just remarkable. It reminds me of the Ravens defense back in 2000 when they led statistically in virtually every category on their way to winning the Super Bowl, Phil.
Yeah, you talk about that defense. They were scary. My gosh, they went out there. If you scored a touchdown against that defense, Jim, you felt like you really had accomplished something. But so far here today, they've been dominant, and it's been fun to watch. You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call on first down, nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
Second down here. Last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Makes the catch in the open field. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Welcome back, coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Hill's going to take it from the gun. Breaks out of the tackle. And intercepted. And he's brought to the ground. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. They took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on.
When one quarterback plays well and the other doesn't, that can lead to a pretty one-sided affair like we've had here today.
Yeah, it has been one-sided, but look, there's always reasons why a quarterback plays well or doesn't, Jim. It truly is a team game on the offensive side, and the good numbers come from the offensive line that played well, and the bad numbers come from an offensive line that really struggled here today. Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Second down. The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Anderson's taking the handoff. That's a gain of 6.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep two hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
The Broncos now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Anderson's handed the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put two hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
First down and 10. Robison's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Vikings guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Turn it on, we can go wild if it's what you want. Fire at me.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.